Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be your reading for March the 10th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. So, it's going to be a short reading. If I get home early enough, then I will come back on and do you another reading. But for right now, we're just going to put out some cards for some people who may need to, have some information. Um, feel like using these. So the important information that I've been talking about anyway for the last couple of my readings is Venus going retrograde. We got Mercury going retrograde. Um, Saturn, I believe, will be going retrograde. We're going to have the eclipse. We got a moon that's coming up, and all of this will be in the sign of Pisces. Now, if you're with Vedic, not Vedic, but tropical or Western astronomy or astrology, like most of the reads that you watch on YouTube are Western and tropical. They say it's going to be in Aries, but for my channel, which I do Vedic Sidereal here, is going to be in the 12th house of Pisces. Now, that is a huge difference. Aries' first house is more of a new beginning, new start, reset, but Vedic Sidereal is in Pisces of 12th house, which is about the same energy that's coming across as the eclipse, ending. Okay, if you don't know about 12th house of Pisces, it's an ending house. Okay, just like 8th house of Scorpio could be a ending house, but 8th house is more of a transformation, a transition. Because if things are not done or fixed or paid attention to in the 8th house of Scorpio, by the time it gets through, you know, um, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then gets into the 12th house of Pisces, it's gonna fall. It's gonna end. It's gonna eclipse. It's going to go away. There will be no more. Okay, so that's why the eighth house of Scorpio is so important. That's why also eighth house is a lot of times connected to the Tower card, right? Because the Tower card, Scorpio energy, Aries energy, it's about, hey, things have been uncomfortable, things have been going wrong. Hello, hello, you need to pay attention to this. I need you to fix this. This is why you're transforming. This is why things are transitioning. I need you to kind of work on this because you only got a short amount of time before it's going to end, okay? Or be no more of. And that's when it gets to the 12th house. So it will be 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Okay? And then, like I said, the Tower card will be a representation of Scorpio Aries energy because it's 8 through 12. And then Aries energy, like I said, is first house of, okay, now that everything has crumbled, you have no choice but to start over. Okay? So I just want to kind of make that clear. Um, because tropical Western, which I have learned, and now this is why I follow and practice Vedic Sidereal, which is not new. It's more of a, at least 3,000 year um, practice with the astronomy. And Vedic Sidereal is when you actually take a telescope and look into the atmosphere and actually see where the energy is. Okay, the sun, the moon, the planets, whatever, however you want to say, and not just tropical Western, where it's just based on more like the horoscope in the back of a newspaper or inside of a magazine, right? Okay, so now we're starting out with sorrow because, this is a collective reading. This is not a personal. So a lot of people, like I said, is experiencing this 12th house energy, right? It's a lot of people, egos that are dying right now. And they have no choice but to come to terms with their ego, that needs to be gone. Okay, so that their love life can be more prosperous, that they can have a new beginning, a new start. Because 12th house, I always like to say, is dead to the ego so that love can happen. And a lot of you can concur because your love life, whoever it is, somebody current from the past, you really been, for some of you, have been really trying to reconnect. Um, Reconciliation. Why did it happen like this? Why did this person act like this? Why are you acting like this? Why couldn't we just never come together? Why could we not get things sorted out? And to be literal, whether this is love, business, um, personal, marriage, job, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, everything goes from 8th to 12th house. So this is about very strongly that one of you had a very serious ego problem. Okay, and this is why you or your person or your manager, your boss, or the job or corporate corporation itself, whatever it is, your best friend, okay, um, they have an ego problem, and it has been an issue in their life, and they fail or will continue to fail, unfortunately, to see that their ego is the thing that is causing problems in their life. Okay. We have the outsider in reverse. So, like I said, somebody is in a very somber or sad um, feeling, okay, of needing to come or wanting to feel more on the inside instead of continuing to be an outsider. You see that the child is outside the gate, but it's a lock and a chain on it. So just like I told you, because of somebody in their ego problem, they kept you as an outsider. hmm They kept you as an outsider. Um, Maybe even for some of you wanted to blame you, for things not working right or no resolution or whatever the case may be. And it's like, hey, you could be saying, I have the key, or I was trying to present the key to unlock the padlock, drop the chain, and, welcome you in, to start this relationship, to continue dating, to make resolution, to become back friends, or whatever the case may be, right? And either some of people are realizing this or some people are still not realizing it. So some people are going to have a more challenging time, according to this eclipse that will be happening in, I believe, the next couple of days. And I will be doing a reading on the eclipse, beyond illusion. Okay, the third eye there is very much highlighted. Stress. Mm-hmm. You have stress there. A lot of people, stress is everything, every day, everybody. Okay, stress is nothing new. Um, you can try and avoid stress as much as you want, but if you are a person that is a very much overthinker, then of course, you're gonna keep incorporating stress into your life. Things that even you do right will outside, exterior things will always continue to be stressful, even though you may live a stress-free life. You cannot control the outside world. You only are responsible for your inner world. Your inner world is where you take your key and turn the lock and go into your residence, okay? That is what you control. You control your life, your family, especially immediate family, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, children, maybe close relatives, that you deal with on a daily basis. Um, but your world is what you created, right? We cannot, and people continue to fail to realize this, you cannot control anything exterior around you, Okay, even though people try hard every day, you cannot control the next person. You can't control what they do, how they think, how they move, what they're interested in, what they are going to do or not going to do. No matter how much your ego, for some of you, may feel like you need to control the outside world, you cannot. So you need to think about that too, that maybe you're keeping some stress. Maybe some of you are learning that right now. Let go of the outside world. Don't let that continue to stress you and your inner world, because you are responsible for what goes on for you, and how you conduct and how you take care of that is going to be your own personal results. Okay? So I see a lot of ego here. And for some of you, this may not even be your reading. It may just be a couple of messages here for you. It may not necessarily be resonate everything that I'm saying for you. It can be the other person that you're thinking about, that they're very egotistical. They fail to look beyond the illusion that's in their world that they continue to participate in. Okay, and it keeps causing them stress. Just as simple as that. Now, that also, like I said, can be you. I'm not going to look at the bottom of the deck yet. Let's go ahead and put your tarot down. Like I said, this is going to be a quick reading. But you will be understanding or looking deeper into things that are giving you more stress. This eclipse, this moon, Venus being retrograde, Saturn about to be retrograde. We got Mercury that's about to go retrograde. And remember, all of this is going to be in one zodiac sign. One, Pisces. Okay? The moon, the eclipse, Mercury retrograde, um, like I said, the moon, the eclipse, Venus retrograde, Saturn is going to be retrograde there. Oh, we also got Rahu that is still there in 12th house of Pisces. It won't leave 12th house of Pisces until May the 29th. Okay, so Pisces, you'll finally be through after 18 months of Rahu being in your first house, and then it will be moving. Okay, so Pisces, you're going to feel a lot of you're going to be feeling a lot of stress. You're going to be feeling, um, unfortunately, a lot of sorrow. You're going to be feeling like you don't want to participate in this. You're going to have to figure out illusions, okay? The beyond illusions is more of the Rahu energy, though. But with big planets that is also there, moving into the same house where Rahu is going to cause for you, Pisces, and anybody else, for you to see beyond the illusion. An illusion is just like a magic trick, okay? One, you think is there, but it's not, okay? But you're going to have to see beyond that, okay? And this world is an illusion, okay? It tells you one thing and does another. So you're going to have to understand what, when, why, how much that you're going to need to participate or allow yourself into. See there, Four of Pentacles to the Two of Swords. The illusion also is the blindfold, okay? Don't take yourself into where um, you can't see beyond what's really going on. Um, limiting yourself to connect with your third eye here. Don't force yourself to be an insider or to belong to a group of people, connect to a certain person. This is a very great time right now, especially with Venus being retrograde, to take time to yourself. Four of Pentacles. Okay? No relationship is going to be fixed. Nothing is going to be reconciled. This is not a time to connect or to start a relationship, especially with Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Rahu there, in eclipse moon, no type of relationship is going to be resolved. Okay, this is a time, unfortunately, to tell yourself and allow yourself to take a break. Okay, you may get a phone call or something like that, or text message, or that somebody may act or say that they want to reconnect with you to fix things, but you're going to have to see and understand to think beyond illusion. Now, if you're experiencing this, that means that other person is experiencing this too. So just because they're reaching out to you, wanting to, become an insider to get back into your graces, please rethink that. If they truly like you, truly love you, tell them, hey, I still need a couple of days, I still need a couple of weeks, or even say a couple of months to rethink this. Two of Swords. Because Seven of Cups, I don't, you want to make sure that you're not choosing the wrong thing again, or participation to connect back with this person, because at some point of time they were giving you a Seven of Cups. They were showing you that they had a lot of other things that they were more interested in. You were trying to choose them or to be in their graces to allow them in your life. um, you didn't want to be an outsider. You didn't want to keep them as an outsider. But they kept holding back. They kept being stingy. They kept acting like they couldn't choose or decide. Two of Swords. So within a couple of weeks, months, days, what makes you think that things have changed? Okay, it happened. Because most likely this person has not changed their ego. They're just feeling, sad, a sense of sorrow, um, of their past actions, because most likely you either left them alone, you ghosted them, or you decided to stop talking to them. And even if they did that to you, they still now should be, hopefully, needing to see and understand within themselves, why did they do you like that? Okay, why were they so confused, Seven of Cups in the upright, of wanting to be with you, interact with you, bring you closer in, have you to meet the family and their closest friends. Um, Not so much distance and confusion between the both of you, right? So, because they're realizing in sorrow, the card here, that you understood. So you kind of moved on with yourself. The Hierophant. We do have Jupiter that is direct, though. It is in the second house of Taurus. So that is a good thing. K2 is still in Virgo. Queen of Cups. Some of you also is kind of like, hey, what direction is your love life is going to go in? The Hierophant can be organizations, it can be the government, it can actually be higher anarchies, such as churches, pastors, priests, popes, whatever the case may be. But the Hierophant is about rules, regulations, dogmas, principles, traditions, doing the right thing. Um, Also, a group of people that is following a certain dialect or a certain principle, right? And your certain principle for some of you can be that you have very much faith and love, but why is it stressful? And it's because not of love, but because of who or what you're continuing to try to love. Even though you want to try to participate and do the right thing and be nurturing and caring, you can't force that on anybody. Okay, you have to have a very much willing participant of another person who wants to accept commitment, strong commitment, loyalty, nurturing, love, and caring. And don't let anybody else take that from you or change how you are as a person just because they're rude, they're indecisive, they're playing around, they're stingy, they hold back, they're stubborn. Um, you don't need that. Okay. So allow yourself or allow this eclipse energy um, to remove that. Also can be a mindset, a way of thinking, a way of doing, a way of participation, allowing. Okay. We do have the Two of Cups. Now, I'm glad that this came out. It's because Vedic Sidereal K2 will be moving very soon into Leo. Okay. Um, Rahu will be leaving Pisces and moving to Aquarius. And then K2 will be leaving Virgo, moving into Leo. And Two of Cups is Leo for me. You see the lion head and the caduceus symbol. So some of you really wanted this particular relationship or job or situation to stay in your life. But you're starting or will begin to see, especially once this eclipse happen. Actually, we're already feeling the eclipse energy, even though it's not here yet, because eclipses at least last 5 to 6 months, sometimes a year. It's not just that one day and then it's over. No. So we're already feeling the eclipse energy. You're gonna feel it for the next several months. Um, Let me see. Probably all the way up until at least August, September. The change of K2 moving into Leo. Let me tell you something. Everybody's dating life is about to change with K2 going into the fifth house of fun, activities, procreation, the making of a child. Some of you also will get engaged and get married with the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups and Two of Cups. You will meet somebody that is more authentic, somebody that is worth dating, somebody who also loves and does want to participate in commitment, and you're going to not be an outsider anymore. You're going to be thankful that you've seen beyond the illusion. Um, don't allow yourself to be stressed by having to, meet somebody new and get to know somebody new. It's all part of the journey, okay? Of course, don't make any quick decisions. Take your time. But I do see a great change that is coming here. Um, Allow yourself to participate in a new dating life, a new way of dating also. Because, like I said, K2 moving to a fifth house, everything is going to change for a lot of people. Okay, you're not going to be interested in dating the same person that you are now. A lot of people will be separating, divorcing, and finally eclipsing or breaking the chain when the start of it, right? With Venus retrograde, like I said, with Mercury retrograde, Saturn being retrograde, and then the movement of K2 and Rahu in May. So the eclipse is already starting this new process for you. It's just up to you to see beyond, okay? At least the being open to. If you limit yourself, Four of Pentacles and sorrow, to only um participating in this stress that you're having now and not being optimistic, not being open, Seven of Cups in reverse, to new things, new changes, then it is going to be very stressful for you. Okay. I want to put something on this. Let me see. Aloneness. I feel that somebody is going to be trying to seek you out to find you. Okay. Because they want this connection back. But it's not ripe. It's not ripe for the picking. It's not ripe, I feel, at all, or ever was, even though you were waiting for the fruition of every nurturing and caring and effort and commitment and loyalty to whatever extent. your participation, you're answering messages, you're answering phone calls, you're trying to see this person, you're trying to participate at this job and be a great employee, whatever it was, it's just not giving, okay? And I do want to quickly say, with the beyond illusion, sometimes you have to see and be able to understand that concretely, everything is not forever, okay? Everything is not meant for you to be attached to it forever. That includes a residence, a house, an apartment, a car, a job, a specific title, a office, a person. We hope, that marriages would be long lasting, but we live in a world where people are about self, a lot more about self than union, right? So if that was the case, then divorce rates wouldn't be so high as they are. Nothing is guaranteed for you to be attached to it forever. So once you learn and understand that, and even us as humans, we are not attached to this world, okay? We're not attached to this world. Our journey as an experience, as a spiritual being doing a human experience. And the human experience is that we are here. We have to learn discernment as detachment because we're not going to be here forever. And so your stress is about things that you keep trying to or continue to attach yourself to when you have to be open to the flow, the ebb and flow of journey and of life. I know it hurtful. I know it's, crazy that you want to stay in love with one specific person all your life. Sometimes that happens. But beyond illusion, you have to understand that you may have one job one day and then one day you don't. Are you going to, you know, go with the flow? Because your journey, you never know what your journey is beyond what you're doing now. So the universe will unfortunately stress you to detach yourself from things so that you can move on. A sense of graduation, a sense of being open for meeting new people, doing new things, holding a different title, working in a different office or a different place, understanding your calling, right? That is what K2 is, ninth house of Sagittarius energy. It's about understanding your calling, of your journey, of your purpose, of what you were here to be. And some people get stuck or attached to one particular thing when you were supposed to be doing or allowing yourself to participate in a whole different genre of things in your life. You ever heard of some people that stay stuck doing something 20, 30, 40 years in only one position, and then maybe even 50 years? And then after those 50 years go by, they have a sense of sorrow like, man, I had an epiphany about probably 30 years ago that I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that in my life. I didn't really mean to stay stuck at this job for 45 years. And then, they pat you on the back and say, oh, well, here's a gift certificate and a gold watch. We thank you. Next. And you kind of like, okay, all this loyalty, all this participation, I literally gave you my whole life, thinking that this was my purpose. And you kind of dismiss me after 40 years of my life like I was just a number. And then you have a sense of regret where that maybe you want to do entrepreneurship, you missed a lot of time out with your spouse or your children, you missed a lot of their birthdays and anniversaries and holidays and things like this because you did not understand or seek out your purpose and your calling. Because your calling could have been to open up your own business, to become a preacher or a pastor, to maybe work with kids, or to do your legacy a different way, you know? Because some things, a lot of things have to be detached from us so that we can see beyond for other things. Okay? Same thing with love and relationships. Some of you may think that you want a relationship with this person, or date them, or even marry them. And then once you finally and do detach yourself, you be like, wow, I wasn't really in love with that person as much as I thought I was. Because the universe already knows if you're supposed to be with that person or not. Because if you are, things would not be stressful. It would not be a two of swords to a four of pentacles. It will be not be any stubbornness. It would not be no holding back. It would not be no type of separation. Hard to talk to this person. Hard to get this person to open up. This also can be you. They wouldn't be so indecisive. They wouldn't have you in third party situations. And the same thing with companies that you work for. Okay. But anyway, King of Wands energy. And the last one is the King of Pentacles. So in my readings, I've been having and saying a lot about a King of Pentacles refusing to step into their role as an emperor. It's okay to stay as a King of Pentacles energy. This could be the person that you're thinking about, but this also can be you. Even if you're a divine feminine energy. If you are a divine feminine energy, this is just saying that it's time for you to put the hard work in. hmm It's time for you to be put the hard work in. This year is a completion year, so it's a lot of things that you need to that you're gonna have to be more dedicated into securing a lot of things in your life. Um, this will be relationships, this will be material things, this will be material gains. Just because you spiritual doesn't mean that you cannot have material gains. You have to, because you are in a human shell, as your experience as a spiritual being. So it is material things that we need. It is or can be also a sense of luxury for us. It's also a sense of stability. For some of you, you could also be moving. Um, this also can be you attracting a King of Pentacles into your life. Somebody that is very outgoing, somebody that is very imaginative, somebody who has a great swag about their self. They're very active. They also will be more adaptable for change, because whoever this other person was, sacral, whoever this other person was, they were very, I hate to say it, they were very stuck up. You know, it was kind of like always their way or the highway. This King of Wands energy is, like I said, with K2 going into the fifth house, which is, getting out, participating. You will be dating. You will be, for some of you, dating a couple of people. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's kind of like stop giving yourself literally only to one person and trying to make that as a commitment. Allow yourself to meet two or three people and then choose. See who you connect with more. Okay? Because if you continue to go the route of only meeting one person and then giving your all, but that person doesn't reciprocate, that is part of the lesson that you're learning and understanding now. Allow yourself time to date. Okay? Um, Keep it kosher, keep it on dating terms. Don't tell this person everything about you initially. That is something also that you're learning. Have fun. Go out, go to concerts, dates, go to the park, go work out, do some very vigorous activities, like sporting, or tennis or golf, or do something. King of Wands, right? Um, but don't give commitment. Don't even say that you're committed to this person. Allow the dating process to continue. So we got the sacral, which is your gut instinct. And this is also very much connected to the King of Wands. Um, your intimate life also is going to change. I know a lot of people on my channel are celibate. I get it, I understand. But for the people who are not, the sacral chakra is about intimacy. It is below your belly button. It is your gut instinct. It is also procreation, or where we hold the child, divine feminines, in your womb. Okay. The sacral also is where your creativity and your imagination is stirred. So now we have the stand your ground in reverse. And one more. Dreams coming true. Nine of Cups. Like I said, be a willing participant of allowing your dreams to manifest and to happen. It starts or will start and continue in your sacral. You're going to be coming away from the root chakra, which is victimization, feeling hurt, mad, angry, um, a sense of dis- despiteful. If this is not your energy, then it's the other person that you're thinking about. Because this sense of awareness is going to be um, coming over all of us, right? Okay, so this is quick information. Um, just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Those are two different things. Now, I know a lot of people on my channel have chose to be single um, because you're waiting for the right connection, but this is your year. Okay? This is your year for a lot of things to complete. It's kind of like a sense of graduation because your next year is going to be your sacral and your King of Wands energy here, and the Two of Cups to the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. Is going to be new beginnings. And I know we say that a lot. We push that out or say it a lot in readings on YouTube, but the number nine is exactly what it is. You're experiencing and finding out what you're calling. For some of you, it will be relationship. It also can be a new child for the people who can and does want more children or a first child. Um, it is also going to be a 2.5 year stretch of Saturn that will be staying in Pisces. So it's going to be a lot of discipline. Okay, it's going to be a lot of discipline and changes in your life once Saturn goes into Pisces, and it's going to be the next 2.5 years of of a new type of connection, not only with another person, but for yourself. Okay. All right. So some of you, you've already heard and seen this. This seems like the same information that keeps coming out, but you can apply this to something that's going on in your life right now. Or for some of you, you will more understand what I'm saying after the eclipse starts. But some of you are already having some type of inclination of what I'm saying is starting to manifest, to happen, and to start to unfold. Okay, just be very careful because we're going to do the Mercury retrograde reading, and we always know that Mercury brings an X back, but that's not what Mercury is. Mercury brings the conversation back, okay, because Mercury is information. It's like media. It's words, right? It's communication. So Mercury don't bring a X back. It brings back an opportunity for, hopefully, for two people to conversate, to fix or to express themselves on what happened. Now that's not always guaranteed. So um don't rely actually on that to be the thing that's going to fix what's going on right now. Allow the ebb and flow. If things does not get fixed with that ex, then what does that tell you? Maybe that person is not really meant to be on your journey, because things that you will do and or accomplish in your future, that person may not be the one for you to experience that with, because you don't see beyond illusion that it may actually cause more issues and stress if you end up in a relationship with that person. Okay? But if you're not seeing beyond on what only you feel and see right now as an illusion, okay? This is why the universe does things for you to detach, such as eclipses, such as things go retrograde, such as the movement of Rahu and Ketu, okay? Such as Venus going retrograde, right? For you to see how actually things in your love life is actually happening, and taking off the rose colored glasses. Yes. All right. So if I don't see you later on, then I will be back tomorrow, and we're going to start with the Mercury retrograde reading. And thank you so much. Also, check out my other channel, Yes or No Tarot. You can find that link in my community or slash post section. If you're always looking for my current videos, they will be up under the live playlist. Okay. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.